Let's check out this the call of Andrew Tate. I guess I know the concept of the video is, but let's check it out.
Give their money to you.
Yo, feel me?
Give their bodies to you. Give up their lives for you. Consider you God.
No,
and will kill you.
that ain't cool, man.
Is Andrew Tate starting a cult? In my previous video, I documented his whole life story, and during that I came across a clip that kind of shook me.
I think it's good for me to be able to say, look, I have 110,000 people who like me, who are my fans, for example, who would help me if I ever asked for it, not that I ever would, who agree with my worldviews, but they're being taken seriously because they also have financial means. If they're complete brokies, nobody gives a shit.
So
That's just
isn't
Isn't that kind of offensive though to have like a fan base that care about you and everything, but you calling them like brokies and you know that they just follow you and you just milking the shit out of them, making money out of them. And I don't know. I find that kind of weird, you know what I'm
And
saying?
you realize he's openly supported other cult leaders like Joseph Kony.
And the reason I got this t-shirt made is because I have a lot of respect for Kony. Now I know, okay, he's a warlord, whatever. But Kony
Educated more than 30,000 boys and girls. Children were put on. Forced to kill, and rape fam. Ooh. Yeah, this.
is a G.
And he has even praised the infamous German dictator.
Everything must happen instantly, quickly, fast, speed, attack. Hitler conquered Europe with blitzkrieg. You need to go quickly.
Then you realize he now has over 130,000 people.
Yeah,
paying
I think
every
this
month,
this
essentially
dude is
for his
kind
advice.
of
But above all
kind of out of the
else,
line,
he has a
don't
secret
y'all think that's
organization
too?
called the War Room, a network of members with varied expertise which allows them to exert influence globally. They congregate in real life with the ultimate goal of achieving freedom in a world of slavery.
This slavery is just beginning. They're trying to reduce you to a QR code, and they are looking for people who blindly comply. This is why they make these mandates. The mandate is designed to purge the ranks of anybody who is not a slave.
This world of slavery is what he calls the Matrix, which kind of is just anyone who participates.
I think he is on the Matrix himself. For him to be like such a dude to like the dude Andrew Tate be saying like if he's naming himself a devout Christian and then saying if you do not follow the book and if you do not follow the Christian teachings, then you're not a Christian yourself. But then here he is, because of the cloud, because of how the world is ran today, he's following all of the Western ideas. He manipulates, he make dirty money, he do all of that. That means he's in the Matrix himself.
in the confines of today's society.
Ain't
When I
that
talk
right?
about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. In this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor. The best thing to do is to understand the rules of the game and find a way to win.
So is it possible that Andrew Tate is doing a 2022 version of convincing people to believe in his worldview and worshiping him, then funneling them into a secret group to control them even more?
Maybe.
Then once he has that control, well, we don't really know what he's going to do next. But he is going to do something based on what he said here.
You trying to keep up being like as viral as you are forever?
This is stage one of a three-step plan. So I'm going to be viral.
Bullshit. I don't think he got. Okay, he got a plan, but it's not like how he's portraying it to be like a master plan. The dude made a course, made viral videos. He knows he's a character. He knows people like laughing at him. He knows that people will follow what he says. So he makes a group, he makes a course, and then he makes a like affiliate marketing course, like about his course. If you post his videos and people sign up throughout their videos, throughout their pages, then they get paid. So he did that, and then he let all them 60,000 kids started posting him. And then you cannot find him. You cannot stop finding him on TikTok. Why? Because everybody's posting him. And the videos that get viral, then people will sign up to his course, and then these kids will get paid. So that's the whole idea. I think it's pretty simple. It's smart. It's not stupid. It's smart, but it's not that big of a
A
idea.
little bit longer, then step two begins. The conquest is continuing.
I started doing research on cults, how they form, how they operate, how do members join, then research on cult leaders. How do they act? How do they recruit? How are they successful?
They all like
and
they're prophets. like they're the chosen ones, and they start lying to to desperate people. They usually be on drugs, or they usually have no character, or have have no character in life, and then they just persuade them into believing whatever they want to believe.
And before I give you this example, think about Andrew, the War Room Network, and how he thinks everyone is living in the Matrix.
Yeah, he basically said he wanted.
Typically,
he made
cults
the
start
cool
as
Illuminati,
groups, which slowly turn into something dark
His
and
words.
sinister. For example, the People's Temple. Jim Jones was a Methodist preacher with a sizable congregation in Indianapolis. He began to perform faith healings. Many of his followers believed he had a supernatural gift. The church would be renamed to the People's Temple, and Jones warned his followers that he had received visions of a nuclear attack that would devastate Indianapolis. This led the church to relocating to Guyana and forming their own little town that we now know as Jonestown. In the beginning, everything seemed all right.
Yeah, they also do that in Africa. Yeah, they got a lot of priests that bring as if they're bringing people back to life. Oh, bullshit though. Yeah, but this certain activity is not like new in Africa.
Led a fact-finding mission and went to Jonestown. While visiting, members of the People's Temple told Congressman Ryan they needed help and wanted to leave. Ryan quickly departed with 15 of those members. While boarding their plane, a truck of the cult members arrived at the airstrip and began shooting at the plane. Congressman Ryan and 4 others were killed that day. Later that same day, Jones, knowing that the U.S. government would send the military to seize Jonestown, was quoted saying, "No way for us to die. We must die with some dignity." A drink mixture of Flavor Aid and cyanide was created and handed out to all members. Those who refused to drink were injected with cyanide via syringe against their will. In total, 909 inhabitants of Jonestown died that day. Cults are structured like an onion. The outer layers consist of helpful, harmless, and agreeable information. As you get closer to the center, you find more unusual and evil ideals.
True.
Andrew started to gain traction by representing the ideals of right-wing conservatives on social media in a day and age where liberal ideals dominate the mainstream. In America,
Hold on. I want to see what he says. This is a mega country, baby. Get on it. Get on a winter hat because it's a little cool. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this guy is talking
conservatives on social media in a day and age where liberal ideals dominate the mainstream. In America, it's assumed the country is about 50% Republican and 50% Democrat, but most celebrities, companies, and mainstream media outlets identify as Democratic and liberal, so there is, theoretically, a huge part of the country that is being underrepresented. That's where Andrew steps in. People latch onto him and his ideas because he says the things that generally most Republicans or conservatives agree with.
Doesn't that show how powerful the people behind all this shit are?
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, you've got Trump, who doesn't give a shit.
It's a big fight we have ahead of us.
You know?
Yeah.
And you've got the best soldier you could have as a president, and he's still struggling to get the wall built. He's still struggling. Still people, conservatives are being censored on social media.
This is the outer layer of the cult onion. The second layer of the onion would be more of his controversial takes that divide people. The things he says or does where even his own followers might disagree. To get to the more shady and evil layers, if there are any, you would probably...
There are. I saw a video of his. I hope this video, like, people see this video that I'm talking about. But I saw a video where he's talking about ISIS, naming them the real Muslims. Swear to God, naming ISIS are Muslims, man. And he said, ISIS are the real ones because they follow their book. This shows how ignorant this guy is, because ISIS never follows nothing that is written in that book. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he got a lot of evil stuff.
have to join the War Room. He's extremely vague with what the War Room really is.
The War Room is a private network. That's the most I can say. Kind of imagine the Freemasons of old.
What we do know is that the War Room is like the Freemasons, which some consider to be a cult. We know it's a secret organization. We know that members have to pay to be in it, as well as compete to prove their value to the organization. We know that people join because they fear being stuck in the Matrix, and the War Room will be able to protect them. We know they meet in real life. We only know 3 members of the War Room. Tristan Tate, this author, and this guy Iggy, who is the master of spells and shadows. According to his Twitter account, he is the greatest hypnotist the world has ever known. Every other member of the War Room, we can assume, is just looked at as a number based on this video. So I want you to consider all of that while watching this video.
Yeah, I'm considering that, buddy.
Say hello to Webflow.
Hello.
The world's most powerful, all-in-one design platform.
Yeah, isn't that shady? He gotta do this, the world's best hypnotist. Isn't that what cult leaders do?
Don't you
Hypnotize
want to
the
become a
followers?
cult leader?
Not me.
Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy open. You could fill that void. Here's how. Establish front groups.
We're a Bible study group.
We're a management course. We're a meditation center.
Hustlers University.
Promise to fulfill their dreams.
We have the secrets to self-improvement. Join our elite mission.
You cannot stop me. I'm that guy. You need my help. You have two choices. You either sell your soul to Tate and say, I accept Tate as all-knowing. I will listen to you inside of Hustlers University. Please.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's way too much. That's way too much of you, man. Aren't you Christian? What are you talking about?
Please save me.
Offer them something free and get them to feel obliged to give you something in return.
And welcome to the Hustlers University 2.0 webinar. Free presentation.
Gradually, over time, you'll begin to shape the recruit's behavior by granting or withholding this love and attention. After they've bonded, slowly start making your demands upon them. The message being,
Nothing in this world has value unless it relates to the leader.
If you have less money than me, even by a single cent, you're a fucking brokey, a wagey, a peon, a peasant, a nobody.
control their behavior.
Come live with us.
This dude is a peasant for me. He the peasant. He because his mind is.
Why the f would you spend
He's
£3
stupid. He's
on a
so
phone?
materialistic, bro. He got nothing else up in his mind. He ain't got no loyalty. He ain't got no. Even his character, bro. It is brought on. If you watch the way how he was acting before he was famous, bro, he was a normal human being, and then he started. I don't know. He watched a couple of 007 James Bond movies, or he watched some the Matrix 3 to 4 times, and now he's thinking he's the hitman, or I don't know. This guy is a fakey.
You can have an orange juice, coffee, and a water.
One of the most important ways to discover if someone's a dickhead or not is if they wear a smartwatch.
But male haircuts are probably the epitome, the top of the mountains of pointless shit men do. I want to be like him. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat salt and pepper? Or do you only eat salt?
Prescribe a rigid schedule.
You don't have fire blood. You don't wake up to go piss at 3:32 a.m. and go, I'm not going back to sleep because I want to make some fucking money. So you're all lazy.
If I had a business, I would.
Our ideology answers all questions to all problems.
If I talk about something, I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time. There
You didn't know what you were talking about when you mentioned ISIS being the real Muslims, you dummy.
are still idiots out there who go, I don't know if I can trust you.
Control their emotions. Induce guilt.
And here I am showing you how war room members live their lives. And you're not thinking, I need to get in.
They live their lives by being your. Hey man, I'm gonna stop watching. I'm gonna stop pausing the video. But they live their lives by being your slave. They pay $4,000 and then they might kicked out at the first day.
Why you're not part of our network.
And fear.
I think you need to be sitting here panicking at the fact that you don't have enough money. You need to be concerned and worried and sad. You need to do something about it today.
Control information.
If I was supposed to get money, I would get money. Why would I
Keep
get
them from
mad?
going
Why
all
would
the
I
way
get
to
stressed about it?
War Room is a private network. That's the most I can say. Kind of imagine the Freemasons of old. The War Room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today.
Tell them that there is a part of their mind they must eliminate in order to find happiness.
No one cares about how depressed you are. No one gives a shit. You motherfuckers who aren't happy need to learn to be grateful.
Claim authority. It can come from a divine source.
Well, the whole thing is just claim that you're the chosen one and you know everything and they don't, and that you're going to help them. That's it. If you find people that follow you doing that, congratulations. Or I don't know, because most of the time these cult leaders end up in bad situations where they're mostly killed, or they kill people and then they get killed. So yeah, that's how you be a cult leader.
Not only am I a better specimen of man, I am actually fulfilled with divine purpose. I'm one of God's favorites.
Bogus scientific research
Yeah.
or special knowledge.
I've analyzed the entire Earth and realized all of the world's problems. I'm about to tell you the root cause of every single problem in the world.
People
Make
that
up
think
stories about you.
that you got some going on in life. These are the people. And people that think that they know everything, that they mention cult leaders being good and ISIS being the real Islam.
Yourself to
I gotta bring the point over and over again, because this guy is
1000% confidence. I don't know any other motherfucker alive who could have done what I did yesterday.
encourage separation from their family.
With
with a bunch of other insignificant losers. Think about it. Your dad's Mitch, mom's stupid, sister, brother, whoever, losers, your aunt, that favorite aunt, dumb as fuck. If they die,
Hey, your sister a dummy too, isn't she? Because your sister is clearly against all of your ideologies. All of ideas, your sister's completely against them. She lives in America, she got a normal family. She's against what you're talking about. She's a liberal. Your sister is a failure too. She's a dummy too. Stupid, as you said. So,
nobody would care.
Your mama too, because your mama had a job, didn't she?
Where people demonize their early lives and only praise their life in the group.
So I felt very alone, particularly before I joined the war room. I always say time and blood. I want to know, do our souls align? I need to find people that believe things that I believe, that want the same things that I want. You need to find a group of people that can support you inside a tribe that's strong enough to have your back all the way around. And that is the number one reason you should make the investment to join the war room.
But don't be stupid about it. Start slowly. A good con man takes a little bit of truth and a lot of lies and pulls the wool over the eyes of the ignorant.
This is stage one of a 3-step plan. So I'm going to be viral for a little bit longer, then step 2 begins.
Yeah, I don't think this dude is running a cult. I think this dude wanna be like a cult leader, because if he's smart enough not to do such a thing, because he'll get busted. They'll catch him. He got multiple passports. Countries will be easily able to catch him. I think he's smart enough not to be a cult leader. He just act like he is one. He just want to make money, you know what I'm saying? But you